better believe it, they're coming for your AR-15s. Joe Biden said so in a nationally televised speech. We'll show you that clip in just a minute. But let me tell you, we got a gun giveaway going on. It's happening right now. It's absolutely free. All you got to do is click the link in the description down below to learn which brand new gun you could win.
And the NRA and the vast majority of congressional Republicans voted against it, saving lives and keeping America safe. But guess what? We took on the NRA, and we're going to take them on again, and we won, and we will win again. But we're not stopping here. I'm determined to ban assault weapons in this country. Determined.
Okay, so listen to our president saying, yep, after the midterms, we're going to ban assault weapons. Folks, understand that we've said it before, elections have consequences. And the president has made it very clear what he wants to do. Now, again, I'm not anti-president. I'm not anti-Democrat. I'm not anti-anything. I am telling you to vote your conscience, to vote for your principles, and get out there and vote and take action, because it is a very clear delineation of what is happening right now. There is a move to ban assault weapons. And my guess is this assault weapons ban is not going to be like the ban in 1993, where things are grandfathered in and you get to keep them, and there's a list of ingredients and features that are on your gun that you can or can't have. And I remember in 93, we were all looking at serial numbers and is it a post-ban or pre-ban gun or things like that. I don't think that's what's going to be happening. I think this ban is going to create an entire class of weapons that are illegal. And we're talking about millions of AR-15s and similar type weapons. And for me, that just opens the door to ban weapons based on their action and how they look. And think about this for a minute. If you can ban an AR-15 because you don't like the way it looks, you don't like the size of its magazine, or you don't like some of the features that are on there, and you say, well, it's a military style weapon. Pretty much all weapons are military style weapons. They were developed by and for the military. Everything that we have now, from the old muzzle loaders, which were military weapons in their day, to bolt action rifles, which were military weapons, to the semi-auto like the M1 Garand, military weapons. Think about this. If they can ban AR-15s, what is going to stop them from banning rifles with scopes? Rifles with scopes, you say? Yes, those are military-grade sniper rifles capable of killing a human being at a half mile. And we already have banned assault weapons. That's just a made-up term, but that's what people are calling it. So if that assault weapons ban passes, that just opens the floodgates for all sorts of other firearms bans based on arbitrary conditions. Just it doesn't matter. They can ban them for whatever reason they want. So what can we do? We can get involved. I'm asking you right now to get involved, to find out where the candidates in your area stand, and vote for the candidate that will preserve the Second Amendment and the right to own firearms. We have to do this. It is now boiling down to a very serious dichotomy of yes or no. You're either in or you're out. It's either legal or it's illegal. We're done with all of the areas where people are trying to find common ground. You can see that this is dividing the country. It's a scary time for the country. But the Second Amendment preserves all the other amendments. If we want to make sure we have all the freedoms that the Constitution provides, we have to be able to defend them as a last resort. Now, the two founding documents for this country, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, provide us not only the means, but the right to make sure that we can defend ourselves and, if possible, if we feel we need to, change the government. Now, again, if you read those documents closely, we're not supposed to do that for light reasons. We're not supposed to do that just because we don't like somebody. We're supposed to do that if we want to protect freedom. And the only way we can protect freedom is to make sure that common citizens are armed. Yes, you might think that there is a problem with crime in America. There is a different way to solve problems with crime in America than by taking away guns from law-abiding gun owners. And that's what's going to happen. If, after the midterm elections, the government decides that they want to make what they consider assault weapons, which is basically the AR-15 and AK-47 type platform weapons, and a few other ones out there as well, if they want to make them illegal, they're going to push forward and try to do that. It is our job as voters, as people who want to preserve our Second Amendment, to get out there and vote for the principles of self-defense, for the principles of responsibly armed Americans. This is not about party. It is about politics, but it's more about the principle of what we believe in. Do we believe that honest, law-abiding citizens should have the right to defend themselves with whatever means they deem necessary and then be held accountable for their actions? Again, we're not saying that you get to own guns and not be accountable for how you use them. You get to own guns and you must use them legally and you must be held accountable for using them. That's way different than what anti-gun forces are talking about. So we could end up in a situation within the next several months where it looks like our rights will be chipped away, one more piece at a time. And remember, rights are never given, they're only taken.
This is a nation that respects free and fair elections. We honor the will of the people. We do not deny it. And this is a nation that rejects violence as a political tool. We do not encourage violence.
People take rights away, and you got to fight to take them back. That's how it works. We need to make sure that we preserve these rights at the ballot box so that something even more terrible doesn't happen as a result of that. Now, I'm not advocating for violence. Again, you heard the president say that there's no place for political violence in the U.S. Well, that means political violence on either side, right or left. There's no place for that. We need to do this at the ballot box, and we need to pay attention, and we need to do it this time around, because the anti-gunners are coming, and they're angrier than ever, and they're more powerful than ever, and we need to pay attention. So get out and vote on the principles of freedom and self-defense. You're pulled over by the police and you're carrying concealed. Do you need to do anything special in this scenario? Like tell the officer you have a gun. Click this video right next to me and I'll break down that scenario step by step on what you should do.